somebody would have told me, babe, someday these will be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
I was thinking about the band, I was thinking about the fans. We were underground, loading merch in that 12-passenger van, in a small club in Minnesota, and the snow outside of First Ave. I just wanted my name in the star. Now look at where we at, still growing up, still growing up. I would lay in my bed and dream about what I've become. Couldn't wait to get older, couldn't wait to be some. Now that I'm here, wishing I was still young. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Wish I didn't think I had the answers. Wish I didn't drink all of that glass first. Wish I made it to homecoming, got up the courage to ask her. Wish I would've gotten out of my shell. Wish I put the bottle back on that shelf. Wish I wouldn't have worried about what other people thought and felt comfortable with myself. Rooftop open, and the stars above. Moment frozen, sneaking out and falling in love. Me, you, and that futon, we just begun. On the grass dreaming, figuring out who I was. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Never thought we'd get old. Maybe we're still young. Maybe you always look back and think it was better than it was. Maybe these are the moments. Maybe I've been missing what it's about. Been scared of the future, thinking about the past while missing out on now. We've come so far, I guess I'm proud. And I ain't worried about the wrinkles around my smile. I got some scars, I've been around. I felt some pain, I seen some things, but I'm here now. Those good old days.
You don't know what you got till it goes, till it's gone. You don't know what you got till it goes, till it's gone. I wish somebody would have told me, babe, someday these will be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret.
On behalf of the class of 2022, I would like to welcome each of you to our 58th annual commencement exercise. We are pleased that you are here tonight to share with us our final hours as students of West Deptford High School. To begin tonight's program, please rise and honor the USA with the playing of the national anthem.
Welcome everyone to the class of 2022's commencement ceremony. When I began my last year at West Deptford High School as a senior, it had yet to sink in that this was the end of one of the biggest chapters of my life. I didn't feel like a senior, nor did I feel 1 year away from being a legal adult. Especially because of COVID-19 and the resulting muddled school years, I had a similar mentality to when I was a freshman, sophomore, and junior, that after this year, I would come back again and complete another year of high school as usual. However, as the years progressed and I participated in many of my final activities, such as my final swim meet, final musical showing, pep rally, and prom, I was at last hit with the realization that next year I would in fact not be in high school. I would be thrown into a completely foreign environment and become a college student, an adult responsible for so much more than I had initially realized. As graduation stalked closer, I felt nearer and nearer to leaving the life I had grown accustomed to behind. The reason I am recounting my experience is because I know for a fact that almost every student in this field felt the same emotions, went through the recognition that we are starting a new chapter in our lives, leaving what we know behind and pursuing a new journey. Being hit with such a paramount sensation is, needless to say, overwhelming. There are so many questions we ask ourselves, many of which we will have to pursue the answers on our own. Collectively, we desire to remain in the past, remain in a place where we are surrounded by family and friends we've known since kindergarten, because that's what we know and what is familiar to us. However, the familiarity of the past is not a reason to sacrifice the possibilities of the future. Do not hold yourself back because of the sorrow and fear you feel. Let your excitement overrun these emotions and fuel you to eagerly pursue your future. When bidding farewell to your teachers, staff members, and life as a student at West Deptford High School, do not become sad because you are leaving what you know behind. Become happy because of the memories you will be able to cherish in 20 to 30 years after starting your new life which starts today. As overwhelming as it is, the uncertainty of what is to come is nothing to cower before. Although you are leaving so much behind, you have yet to discover that much more. Furthermore, the past will not disappear as the future progresses, and your connections with the people and places you've grown to love will remain. I urge you to not struggle against what is changing, but to embrace it and all that is to come, while still holding the past close to your heart. Thank you.
Each year, the graduating class selects a special faculty member to honor at our commencement ceremony. Ooh. This year, the class would like to honor Mrs. Jody Davis. Mrs. Davis, in grateful recognition of service to West Everett High School, class of 2022, and its commencement ceremony, June 17, 2022.
Thank you, Leah. Good evening, parents, family members, friends, colleagues, and graduates. Congratulations on reaching this milestone. My name is Jody Davis. This is my 21st year teaching mathematics here at West Everett. This year I also served as an NHS advisor, as an assistant coach for girls track and field. Additionally, this year I took on the role of business manager for the school musical for the first time. I feel so incredibly blessed and honored to have been selected by this amazing group of students to speak with you this evening, but I want you to know that I really struggled to write this speech. I thought about preparing a graduation math lesson for all of you. If I was teaching you a math lesson, this would have taken me much less time to prepare and caused me much less anxiety. I actually wrote a few other speeches before settling on this topic. I wanted the words that I chose to say this evening to sound like me. I wanted my students who know me to recognize my voice in this message. I wanted my words to be positive and uplifting and encouraging, because so often it seems like the negativity of the world can be overwhelming. When you turn on the news or go online or check out social media, you sometimes read information that makes you angry or sad or frustrated. It seems so difficult to find the right words and sentiments to counteract those feelings. Then my mom sent me an article. The title of the article was, "Helping Others is the Key to Happiness." I thought, that's it. That's so true. That's the message I want to share. You feel the truest joy when you bring joy to someone else. You may not be in a position to change the negativity of the world, but you definitely have the ability to bring about positivity to someone else's day. Think about the last time you helped someone. Maybe you helped one of your teachers straighten up their room for the end of the year. Maybe you helped a friend study for exams. Those acts of kindness, I'm sure, really made a difference to them. Do you remember how it made you feel as well? Studies have actually been done on this. The results of a study done at the University of Massachusetts Medical School suggest that helping others actually makes you even happier than the person you are helping. When you spend time focusing on yourself, you can make yourself the center of your thoughts. That can cause you to focus too much on your own worries and struggles. But if you look beyond yourself and ask what really matters, you will find that helping others is what is truly meaningful. This takes your focus away from your negative thoughts and moves them to someone else's needs. It's okay if it starts out as a selfish endeavor, if you begin to help others simply to benefit yourself, but then hopefully it will turn into a habit that benefits others around you too. If you think this sounds like a good idea and you want to give it a try, start small. Hold the door for someone at Wawa. Let someone who seems rushed go in front of you in the checkout line. Buy a coffee for the person behind you in line at Dunkin'. Make an appointment to donate blood, or maybe clear the dinner table the next time you have a family dinner. See if the reaction to your kindness and helpfulness inspires you to do it again. But if you don't get the reaction you hoped for, don't be discouraged. Just try again. Try to find someone to assist in a small way every day. Think about the impact this will have, not only on the people around you, but also on your own mental state. If you are able to switch off some of your own negative emotions, your life can be so much more joyful. I looked it up online, and apparently it takes an average of 66 days to form a new habit. So if you start soon, this could be a way of life for you by the end of the summer. Think about the improvement you would cause in your world, and think about the benefits to your mindset. You probably have a busy weekend coming up with graduation festivities. Maybe you want to let the dust settle before you start working on forming new habits. But as the celebration winds down, I encourage you to begin trying to find ways to bring more positivity to the world. And as you move into the next phase of your journey, whether it's college or career or the military, if you find yourself struggling with worry or uncertainty, give yourself a mental boost. You just have to start by asking, what can I do to help? I would like to take a moment to share some positivity and gratitude with the students who made this year so very special to me. This has probably been my favorite year as a teacher. It could have been that I missed the conversations and interactions during virtual learning. But this year I was really blessed to get to work with so many unique and interesting students in the classroom. I hope they know who they are. I was also able to get involved with the talented and dedicated musical students for the first time. The girls I worked with on the track team were fun, friendly, and hardworking. And the NHS students made a wonderful impact on the community through Operation Blessing and Red Cross blood drives. I want to express my gratitude and appreciation for the memories I will have from this year and for the positive impact so many of you had on me each and every day. You will all be missed. On the last day of classes with seniors, I have made it a tradition to read my students Dr. Seuss's Oh, the Places You'll Go. I would like to close this evening with the opening lines from that story. Seniors, congratulations. Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head and feet in your shoes, and you can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the guy who'll decide where to go. Thank you, have a wonderful evening, and thank you for the privilege of sharing with you tonight.
Good evening to the members of the Board of Education, distinguished guests, fellow administrators, faculty, staff, parents, family, friends, and most especially, members of the class of 2022. To the parents and family members, I commend and thank you for giving such an outstanding class of students to learn and grow. They would not be graduating this evening without the love, support, and guidance you gave them along the way. I would also like to take the opportunity to recognize the efforts, the guidance, and support provided to these students by the administration, faculty, and staff of the high school, middle school, and our 3 elementary schools. These students have benefited greatly from the time that they've spent with such an outstanding group of educators within this incredible school district. Tonight, I'm here to recognize this class for a job well done and to bid them farewell as they begin their journey towards the next chapter of their lives. Every year before I create a speech for the student graduates, I always reflect upon the students' time in our building. I think about the good, the bad, and just the overall memories. So, what will this group of seniors remember over their past 4 years? Well, first, of course, they're going to remember our incredibly hot Frosh Fest that we had in person. I remember the excitement, the craziness of the new students' anticipation, and the beginning of a new phase in their lives. That day is always exciting to be a part of. Then suddenly, towards the end of their sophomore year, we were instantly in the middle of a pandemic. School closed down, students began to work online, and the halls of West Effort High School were quiet. Your world changed, your sense of learning changed, for most part, your life changed. You spent the end of the day, the end of the year, and most of your junior year away from the building, or time not being together under the same roof. Even as a veteran principal as myself, I questioned everything to ensure education was still occurring in some form. We all did start learning a whole new educational language. We all began to say words like synchronous and asynchronous learning. We muttered hybrid schedules, desk shields, and I think we have enough hand sanitizer to fill West Effort Water Towers. Yeah, I'm not joking. Why am I mentioning such a bleak time in your lives? Well, as I said earlier, it happened while you were here. Once you took your masks off, I didn't recognize anyone. But here's the bright side of your senior year, the normalish opening. But guess what? I still did not recognize everyone. But what I did see was even better than I could have imagined. I looked at a group of young adults who persevered through a pandemic, who matured mentally, physically, and academically. A group of students who survived a blip within their lives that will last forever in their minds. I recognize from these students new leaders. Class of 2022, I am grateful you had this year to fill those halls back of West Everett High School with your ambitions, your hopes, your dreams, and your goals. You are what makes a school a place of learning. You are what I look for in the future. Being here this evening, you proved you did not give up. Now, the future is upon you. You have the choices to be what you want to be, to make your dreams come true, and make... One minute. Oh, what? Whoa. All right, I'm just closing the book and I'm going home. Listen, my daughter just texted me and she just said, yeah, Dad, that just sums up your year. Oh, goodness gracious. The smiles. Yeah, that sums up the year. That's good. Good night, guys. Everyone have a great night. Good night. Yeah. Thank you. So basically, as we're saying, the future's upon you. We all have faith in everyone in this class. You are the future, and we could not be any prouder of you. So thank you, congratulations, and special love to all of you, and congratulations to the class of 2022. Yeah, so even I would never have allowed the wave without that. You guys are kind of lucky. Oh, this just goes to the end of the pandemic. I'm proud to say that our students continue to push through and achieve at their highest potential, whether that be in their academic, civic duties, and involvement in activities or athletic. Our students have overcome so much in the past year that we, the administration and faculty of the West Everett High School, are so proud of them. Words are not necessarily enough to recognize some of those hurdles faced during this past years. But it is our hope that through our kids' accomplishments and our accolades that we can celebrate them properly. At this time, I'd like to do just that and recognize some of our graduates for their outstanding sacrifices and achievements. First, I'm extremely proud to announce that we have several students who are entering the United States Armed Forces after graduation this year. I'm going to recognize them now. This is probably since I've been here, probably the longest list we've ever had. When I call your name, please stand. Joel Abraham, U.S. Air Force. Jada Allen, U.S. Air Force. Emma Black, U.S. Navy. Camille Brown, U.S. Air Force. Carly Campbell, U.S. Air Force. Elijah Jones, U.S. Marine Corps. Ian Mader, U.S. Marine Corps. Victor McLeod, U.S. Marine Corps. Eric Meisner, U.S. Marine Corps. Remy Newcomb, U.S. Air Force. Ethan Nazardi, U.S. Air Force. Ryan Parker, U.S. Army. Julia Way, U.S. Air Force. I would also like to take this moment to recognize all of our veterans in the office. Please stand yourselves. Please give everyone a round of applause to our students and to our patrons in the audience. Thank you so much for your service and your beginning of your service. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. And now it gives me great honor to present a couple seniors with two very special awards. Two of our graduating seniors will be receiving the next award in the amount of $10,000. This award is a very special one, given in the memory of Robert A. Staub. Robert Staub and a few of his classmates died an untimely death many years ago on Red Bank Avenue in the early 1980s. The family felt indebted to the school, the teachers, students, parents, and the West Everett community for all of their unconditional support during this hard time. The Staub family has been donating to our annual awards for several years. They always gave us two $500 scholarships each year. But in 2013, however, West Everett High School was notified that the last living heir to this scholarship fund account had unfortunately passed away. With her passing, a trust fund and the entire estate was given to the West Everett High School. With this trust fund, and by following terms of their will, we will award two $10,000 scholarships each year to a female and male student who fit the following criteria. This criteria was stipulated by the Staub family in their will. This award will be given to a student who first and foremost displays scholarship, thoughtfulness, kindness, and helpfulness to others. Secondly, the female and male student must be in the top 1/3 of his or her class and must be a member of the National Honor Society. Lastly, the students must participate as an interscholastic athlete, asking the committee to give consideration to any male candidate who participated in football. The recipients of this two $10,000 Robert A. Staub Memorial Awards are male, Jacob Cobb. Our female recipient, Meredith Citrone.
Thank you.
Along with these seniors, approximately 80 of their classmates were offered approximately $112,000 in local community scholarships and awards this past evening. These scholarships are all made possible by the generosity of the various organizations and individuals listed in the Commencement Awards booklet. At this time, I would like to ask all those students who received awards and scholarships this year to stand and be recognized for their achievements and accomplishments. Please stand. Thank you. Have a seat. And now I'd like to ask Mrs. Clark to present our final award of the evening.
Thank you. It gives me great pleasure to present the West Everett High School Golden Eagle Award. This award has been presented as part of West Stafford High School's commitment to excellence for many years. Traditionally, the entire West Stafford High School faculty and staff vote on this best all-around student in the graduating class. The criteria includes outstanding performance in academics and in co-curricular activities, citizenship, loyalty to the school, and respect for fellow students and teachers. This is an extremely talented class with many students who contributed a great deal to the school and to this community. This student will receive the traditional Golden Eagle Trophy as a representative of WDHS Eagle Pride and a check in the amount of $500. It gives me great pleasure to announce that this year's award winner of the Golden Eagle Award is Jacob Cobb. You're welcome. And now, you shouldn't go too far. To introduce our valedictorian, please welcome him back up, Jacob Cobb.
Good evening to all of our guests and my fellow members of the class of 2022. It is my honor to be speaking to all of you tonight. Many of those in my position use this time to reflect, some of the time they use to reflect on the decisions they have made throughout high school. However, these people often focus too much time on themselves and place too much emphasis on their own personal accomplishments. The spotlight is put in the wrong place. Those who take their speech in this direction forget what this commencement exercise is about. This commencement exercise is not about me. It is about all of us. It is about the class of 2022 in its entirety. It is about celebrating all that we have learned and accomplished together. It is about celebrating the future and the opportunity that awaits each and every one of us. Right now, I have the opportunity to reflect on what all of us have been through together. I have the opportunity to share some of what I have learned during the time I spent with all of you. Over a decade ago, many of us entered the school system and were grouped into a class that was to graduate in June of 2022. At the time, everything was new and none of us really knew each other, but after countless hours, shared experiences, and interactions, together we grew as a class, we built friendships that will last a lifetime, and we ultimately made it to this moment. Sometimes I think about how the environment at school has affected us, how sharing our lives together has made us into the people we are today, and how each of us has had an influence on those around us right now. How seemingly inconsequential actions and words have made people realize who they are and who they want to be. In my opinion, we learned and grew the most from each other. I can say with certainty that I would not be the person I am today if I did not go on this journey with all of you. I can also say the same about each of and every one of you, that you would not be the same today if you did not go through this experience with us. We each played our own role in influencing each other, and it is important to keep in mind that your ability to influence others will continue outside of high school. As we exit high school, we must look at the world we are entering. Much of what we are inheriting in the world is all but our own fault. The problems that are present locally, nationally, and globally are not the result of our actions as teenagers. Many of the problems of today will have to be solved by us. It is easy for us to look at all this and see it as too much, see it as unfair, see these problems as not ours. These cards we have been dealt may not be in our favor, but our response and how we play these cards is what matters most. We have the opportunity to use what we have, as little as it may seem sometimes, to improve the world. If each of us has had the power to change those around us at school, each of us has the power to change those around us in the real world. We have the ability to influence our surroundings on a much greater scale. The leaders of change are among us right now and are preparing to leave their mark on the world tomorrow. Soon, we will be free to make many important decisions in our lives that have significant consequences. Out in the world, the weight of our actions will be tremendous, since we are no longer protected from many of the consequences associated with our decisions. Returning to what this gathering means tonight, we know this exercise marks a pivotal point in all of our lives. Each of us is preparing to take on the world. Some of us are heading directly into the labor force, some of us are heading into the armed forces, some of us are heading off to college, and some of us are still making the tough decision to choose how we wish to start our adult lives. No matter what the route is that we pick, we all begin this new chapter of our lives here together. The road ahead may be uncertain and one will undoubtedly bring new challenges, but all that we have overcome, especially over the past couple of years, proves that each of us is prepared to face any challenge in this world. I thank each and every one of you for your time, and I appreciate all the time we had together over the years. Good luck in everything ahead, and thank you.
I would like to welcome at this time Dr. Raschuti, President of the West Defford Board of Education. Dr. Raschuti, it is with great pleasure that I present you the graduating class of 2022 for the awarding of diplomas.
Thank you, Dr. Gizmundi. On behalf of the Board of Education of West Defford Township, I accept the graduating class of 2022. Thank you, and greetings to the class of 2022, family, friends, and staff. As board president, I have the privilege of speaking to you, and my message is very simple. I can sum it up in one word: core. If we all take a moment to look to our left, and then to our right, in front of us, and behind us, we see our core. My wife has made reference to our core since our twins were born, and over the 12 years since then, I have not only come to learn what she means, but also just how important a core is. Our family, such as parents, siblings, grandparents, and extended family, along with friends, teachers, neighbors, coaches, and mentors, make up your core. And as time marches forward, our core continues to grow. The stronger your core, the better you will be able to navigate life's challenges. And I guarantee there will be a few of them. Graduates, these are the people who not only love you the most in life, they have sacrificed so much for you to ensure that you not only meet your goals, but surpass them and help you set new ones. As you stand on the precipice of your future, keep your core close, keep them informed, and always let them know how important they are to you. This core will help you find your best fit in life's sometimes challenging puzzles. Your parents relied on their core to help you keep moving forward. And now it's time for you to assemble your own core so that you are supported moving forward into the great wide open. I wish each and every one of you all the success you are aiming for. The world is waiting. Go out there and do great things. Make us proud, spread your wings, and soar like the eagles you are. On behalf of the West Defford Board of Education, it is my distinct honor to congratulate you, the West Defford class of 2022. By virtue of the power vested in me as the president of the West Defford Township Board of Education, and by the New Jersey State Department of Education, I hereby award these diplomas.
and friends, please hold your applause until all diplomas have been awarded to maintain the dignity of the ceremony. Please refrain from calling out, whistling, or using any noisemakers that may interfere with every graduate's name being heard. Leah Nicole Slazinski. Thomas J. Koger. Jacob John Cobb. Chloe Clark. Hamza Zahir Bati. Darby Elizabeth Blades. Aiden Eric Bonner. Meredith Ann Citrone. Michaela Kelly Cook. Lauren Marie Eagle. Ellie Rose Goldberg. Gianna Doris Ann Gulasano. Emma Catherine Gazzetti. Mara Rose Heineman. Victor Marvin McLeod. Henry Gregory Pabletti. Elizabeth K. Raggio. Abigail Claire Smedley. Rachel Ann Raggio. Carson Ryan Stetzer. Michaela Quinn Sturgis. Gabrielle Rose Battle. Ashley Elizabeth Craig. Evan Christian Gibbs. Celeste Marie Given. Jack Michael Harverson. Caitlin Teresa Leeser. Olivia Elaine Magee. Catherine N.J. Moore. Madison Riley Ott. Gwen Marie Patrick. Anna Maria Rossi. Justin Tyler Schlegel. Nathaniel Davis Schultes. Dominic Sebastian Tate. Ryan Joseph Whitehouse. Dominique Grace Wood. Krista Dawn Yarusso. Danny Abdemesi. Joel Charles Abraham. Ariana Jaylyn Aiken. Jada Marie Allen. Cole Patrick Ambrosius. Michael Joseph Amarello. Nicole Margaret Anderson. Joel Preston Acero. Riley Eileen Axelrod. Imani Nicole Sierra Baker. Dylan Barghorn. Nicholas Anthony Beecroft. Joseph Dominic Bilodeau. Emma M. Black. Allison Nadine Bratton. Camille M. Brown. Shane William Byrne. Matthew Alexander Cabaza. Noah Anthony Calloway. Katrina Josephine Caltabiano. Madison Pearl Camp. Carly Ann Campbell. Mahogany A. Campbell. Talia Christina Capella Ferreira. Courtney Lynn Carroll. William I. Centeno. Jonathan Castro. Julia Lynn Chiamento. Matthew Michael Connolly. Connor James Curcio. Abigail Danielle Deal. Ariana Della Rajon.
Gina Nicole DeRossini. Jose Miguel Diaz III. Deanna Marie DeFebo. Courtney Ashley DeMarco. Danielle Marie DeNova. Shane Thomas Dolan. Isabella Rose Dalbo. Abby Shea Dreger. Elena Nicole Dunn. Angelina Marie Dunn. Nicholas James Dunn. Aaliyah Paige Fanslaw. Lanier Isaac Farrell. Ariana Angelise Figueroa Aponte. Anna Rose Marie Fizzler. Jay Sean Ethan Falston. Jalen Christopher Forbes. Robert Albert Fox. Monet Lorraine Frisbee. Ryan Joseph Gallagher. Jacqueline Eden Fanslaw. Savannah Lynn Gotcha. Aiden Matthew Gordon. Logan Riley Graham. Sarah Elizabeth Groff. Yahir Jihosa. Jenna Lee Haley. Joseph Patrick Haley IV. Kyle A. Harding. Ryan Joseph Harris. Nicholas D. Hatt. Brian A. Henley. Lena Starr Herbin. Emily Grace Hickman. Grace Ellen Holstein. Jalen Richard Holmes. Leah Taylor Hughes. Tyler Christopher Hunter. Rasheem Terrell Jefferson Jr. Elijah Nathaniel Jones. Ryan Colin Kelly. Caitlin Marie Kennedy. Caitlin Elizabeth Carr. John J. Kerr IV. Madison Ann Culp. Madison Sophia Lebrecht. Anijah Lene Lawrence. Kelsey Jane Lay. Victoria Lee. Jack Patrick Levengood. Ashlyn Marie Lloyd. Margaret Regina Chaley Long. Abigail Kathleen Lopez. Brian C. Lockery. Jarrett Brian Lundfeld. Ian Ard Mater. Evan Barton Matlack. Christina Ann Matty. Jalen Drew McCarney. Francis John McDonald. Emily Mara McElray. Jacob D. McDonald. Aubrey Rose McLaughlin.
Eric Meisner Jr. Brandon Joseph Monahan. Justin D. Monzo Hull. Mason Gabriel Moorer. Sergio Milo Morel. Tasneem Mujahid. Michael P. Mundell. Heba Nasir. Remy Nicole Newcomb. Ethan Thomas Nizardi. Leah Marie Nolan. Justin Gabriel Opong. Alexandria Marie Otero. Ryan C. Parker. Jenna Nicole Pisano. Connery William Press. Tessa Marie Quinto. Emma Faye Reddington. Raymond Norris Reeve Jr. Colin Vaughn Reeves. Deani Carmen Ray. Nicholas Anthony Richardson. Jayla Lamani Robinson. Cecilia Rose Rocco. Dejour Javen Rodriguez. Miranda Lynn Rocco. Justin Avery Rosenfeld. Leah Mary Sampson. Gavin Michael Shuddy. Jaylyn Stephanie Scott. Michael Lawrence Seddon. Riley James Seaman. Sophia Rose Serrano. Caitlin Silva Welsh. Hope E. Siner. Reese E. Scar. Matthew Stephen Skarupa. Robert Cruz Smizer. Christopher J. Suey. Alberto Soto. Scott Taylor Spazzetti. Morgan Lynn Stazak. William Francis Sullivan Jr. Grace Jean Sweeney. Asia Nicole Sweet. Kayla Rain Taji. Riley James Thurston. Kyle Teitelbach. Dawson Jacob Tillman. Casey Parker Todd. Nicholas Dominic Tomasetto. Samia Udine. Brianna Nairi Urena Davis. Daniel Glenn Varela. Julian Francis Velutato. Dominic Toronto Walton. Jared J. Watkins. Julia Way. Daniel Patrick Weir. Keith Michael Wayman. Janai Ayana White. Stephen Richard Wilkinson. Jacoby Devon Williams. Suleiman Xavier Williams. Demery Marie Zwart.
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating class of 2022.
Fellow graduates, I congratulate you. Please join me now for the traditional turning of the tassels. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and join in the singing of the West Everett High School alma mater.
Yep. Okay. All right, guys, have a seat. All right, you can start up.
Okay.
Okay.
At this time, I would like to welcome Dr. Gismondi to the podium to present him with the senior class gift. Dr. Gismondi, on behalf of the class of 2022, I would like to present you with a monetary donation towards a gift to be determined at a later date.
On behalf of the faculty, staff, and future students at West Everett High School, I'd like to thank the class of 2022 for their gift. On behalf of the Board of Education, administration, teachers, and staff, we officially congratulate our graduates and their families for a wonderful, interesting ceremony. Mother Nature had a lot to do with it. We asked for a sunny day, we got a sunny day. Did we ask for a lot of wind? No, but we had a great day. It takes a lot of people and effort to make tonight possible, and we would not have been able to do so without their assistance. So a special thanks to those individuals who served on the graduation committee, the chairperson, Mrs. Clark, my other colleagues on the West Everett High School administrative team, Mr. Morrell, Mr. Camerata, Mr. Roommaker for his work on the backdrop, and most importantly, Mr. Kirshner for his creative eye, editing skills, and production of this event. Thank you, Mr. Kershaw and Mr. Yerkes, for a wonderful rendition of music and singing this year. And as always, we thank everyone for your participation. The ceremony is now officially over. I want to thank everyone for coming. Have a great evening, everyone.